To our beloved school director, founder and president, Dr. Edna Torrio Gonzalez, our director of curriculum, supervision, and innovation, Maria Edna Soledad Gonzalez Blancaflor, our school principals, Mr. Florante Miranda, Dr. Bernadette Latorre, and Dr. Christine Shelo Braganza, our supervisors and coordinators, Dierva Absin Bernardo, Rosalia Hilda Calicdan, Rebecca Rojo de Sena, Onofre Bautista, and Lisa de la Cruz. Members of the faculty and staff, parents, grandparents, guests, friends, and our candidates for graduation, welcome to the 5th Senior High School Commencement Exercises and the 3rd virtual graduation of Ednas School.
Please join us for the invocation as we acknowledge God's presence in all our stories and offer our gratitude for His countless blessings and guidance. This will be followed immediately by the Philippine National Anthem. Let us put ourselves in the presence of the Lord and in the spirit of patriotism.
Many nights we've prayed with no proof anyone could hear. In our hearts a hopeful song we barely understood. Now we are not afraid, although we know there's much to fear. We were moving mountains long before we knew we could. There can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to cure. Who knows what miracles you can achieve? When you believe, somehow you will. You will when you believe. In this time of fear, when prayer so often proved in vain, hope seemed like a summer bird too swiftly flown away. Yet now I'm standing here with heart so full I can't explain, seeking faith and speaking words I never thought I'd say. There can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracles you can achieve?
ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, Ednas ng sinangalan, alam ng puso, sa dikit mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuya ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisingil, sa nagatak tutok sa simoy at sa langit ng bangaw, ay hinatang tulad, awit sa pagkayang minamahal, ang isla ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na naghihingi, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pamay di magdidinig, luman ang araw ng walhaging pagsinta, mo'y langit sa piling mo, ang inigaya ng pagkay mga akin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Now, to roll out the red carpet on this jubilant occasion, let us all welcome Hans Luis Lamsen E. Fernandez of Ednas School Dagupan and Manuel Theodore Ong E. Humilde of Ednas School Alaminos for their welcome addresses.
Welcome to the most awaited day for all of us, our graduation day. It is our greatest pleasure to be the voices to welcome you on this memorable occasion. The past few years have been a bumpy road for all of us. Our experience is just a fraction of the global adjustment that everyone has learned to adapt to because of this global phenomenon. The social dilemma in the form of a virus has affected different facets of our society and is still recuperating, forcing us to partake in new challenges and adapt to the so-called new normal.
Some were lost in the darkness, trying to make sense of what was happening. But man, in all his God-given intelligence and values, will never succumb to these challenges. We all thought that this was going to end in a snap. But what truly went by fast were the years we weren't able to meet each other face to face. From the competitive intramurals to the exhilarating and fun foundation days. How we missed eating lunch together, laughing out loud, jamming to songs, and just simply enjoying every bit of time we had back then.
We can overcome this global challenge. We do not need any grand strategy. We only need each other to have the courage and proper perspective when looking at life. The journey is so long, so we need to take one step, one day at a time. With the advancement of technology, we are able to be with each other virtually. Despite our adversity, we held on and adapted to the situation. With each other's company, we felt blessed and created new memories despite just seeing each other virtually. It shows that we are all still connected to each other, whether it be face-to-face or virtually.
As we succumb to the murky billow of the sea, we are given a choice. Do we become like the leaf that simply floats with the water and breeze? Or are we like the boulders that are solid and incessantly standing their ground? We are forever thankful to Ednas School for molding us into who we are today. With the guidance of the Lord, we were able to spearhead our way despite the burdensome muddles we encountered.
Unlike the leaf that simply follows and goes with the flow of the water, we became boulders, capable of fighting against the current. We may be sullied, bothered, and blemished, but we are standing for what is right. To my fellow graduates, we have all endured and attained exceptional achievements despite this difficult time.
Learning is a never-ending process. It is growth that never stops. We never expected things to be like this. We were all confused about what truly was happening. Yet here we are, together as graduates. In this ever-changing world we live in, we have been able to attain a lot, despite the quandary we're in. Take pride in it, be confident, and always expect the unexpected.
We've all been through a lot, but together, we were able to make it through. As we partake in new challenges and opportunities, let us not forget to look back and thank our classmates, our friends, our parents, our teachers, and all the people who built our alma mater, Ednas School. Ednas truly taught us excellence and has made us ready to face any challenge we'll be engaged with. Our high school life will be ending, and we will all go our separate ways. But no matter how far we may be, the bond we've made throughout our stay in Ednas will keep all of us connected and never be severed.
Thank you to our alma mater, Edna School. They have prepared us to face even the most difficult adversaries. Let us always bring with us all the good values that were inculcated within us. And most importantly, wherever you are, whatever you aspire for, always remember, once an Ednasian, always an Ednasian. Today marks the end of our high school lives, and at the same time, the beginning of another journey into the real battlefield called life.
May we continue to do things beyond our imagination, and may we continue to grow and flourish.
Let us surpass our limits, soar high, and be plus ultra. On behalf of Batch 2022, we welcome you all to our third virtual commencement exercises.
For this year's commencement exercises, we put a premium on promoting unity and embracing change. Hence, we think of Ubuntu, a concept in which our sense of self is shaped by our relationships with other people. It is a way of living that begins with the premise that I am only because we are. The Kenyan literary scholar James Ogude believes Ubuntu might serve as a counterweight to the rampant individualism that's so pervasive in the contemporary world. People will debate, people will disagree. It's not like there are no tensions, said Ogude. It is about coming together and building a consensus around what affects the community. And once you have debated, then it is understood what is best for the community, and then you have to buy into that.
The 2022 Philippine national elections just ended. The flame of democracy was lit in this nation a long time ago, and we now know that nothing, not even a global pandemic, can extinguish that flame. However, after exercising our most essential right of citizenship, we must embrace our shared responsibility as members of a nation built on a diversity of experience, interests, and viewpoints. It is time to turn the page, to heal, to transform, and to unite. The processional of graduates will be accompanied by the orchestral cover of Rosas, a song penned by singer-songwriter Nika Del Rosario. This song is about committing to making Filipinos proud of their country. It states how a Filipino can contribute to the success of its country, the Philippines. Success that springs from values as basic and old-fashioned as demonstrating one's love for its country by being part of its political process and participating in social activities to create positive change.
After all, hanggat may kabutihan, hanggat may pag-ibig, liwanag ang mananaig. Let us hope for a better tomorrow as these graduates, Filipinos with the courage to rise up after a fall, face the world with competence and confidence. Without much ado, let us witness our senior high school graduates, school year 2021-2022, unite to make a difference.
Ladies and gentlemen, the processional, the colors, the administration, the members of the faculty,
Huwag kang mabahala, ikaw ay mahalaga, hindi kita pababayaan. Hindi tayo naiiba at sana'y paniwala ang napipiliin kaaraw-araw. At alam ko ang aking kaya, alam ko ang hindi, alam ko ang kailangan upang makapagsilbi. Hanggat may kabutihan, hanggat may pag-ibig, liwanag ang mananaig. At hindi ko may papangako ang kulay rosas na mundo para sa'yo. At hindi ko mailawan ang lahat ng anino, pero sisikapin ko at hindi ako magpapahinga hanggat hindi mo pa magawang muling ipagmalaki na ika'y isa. Pilipino. Huwag kang matatakot, may kasangga ka sa laban na ito. Sabay natin gisingin ng nasyon. At alam ko ang aking kaya, alam ko ang hindi, alam ko ang kailangan upang makapagsilbi. Hanggat may kabutihan, hanggat may pag-ibig, liwanag ang mananaig. At hindi ko may papangako ang kulay rosas na mundo para sa'yo. At hindi ko mailawan ang lahat ng anino, pero sisikapin ko at hindi ako magpapahinga hanggat hindi mo pa magawang muling ipagmalaki na ika'y isa. Pilipinong may pusong sagutin ang tugon, Pilipinong may tapang na muling bumangon, Pilipinong buo ang paninindigan, alam ang tama at totoo. Samahan mo ako. Huwag kang mabahala, ikaw ay mahalaga, hindi kita pababayaan. Hindi tayo naiiba at sana'y
This journey, among many others, was a difficult one. Doing challenging tasks, exploring topics we've yet to understand. Reaching this finish line would be impossible for some, yet here we are about to graduate. Here we all stand.
Wearing smiles, showing victory and glory. Robes of excellence uphold our memories. How can we think about the cessation of our story when we were all caught up in our compound reveries?
In the past, we were nothing but strangers put together in a class. We all grew to be acquaintances, and we soon became friends. We created countless memories as the years came to pass. We created an amazing bond, and we hope that it never ends.
On this journey, it felt like we'd be torn asunder. Yet our hearts were held by one conclusion. Like the stars at night, we were brighter together. It feels surreal. Reality seems like a sweet illusion.
As this day grew closer, as the bells began to toll, we realized that it's almost time to go our separate ways. We hoped that we'd stick together, like a family that wishes to be home. But we knew that it would be this way. It was the end of those high school days.
The years we've spent felt like a snap of a finger. Yesterday, we were just entering the campus. Now, we have to go to a different track. Longing envelopes our hearts as graduation comes closer. No matter how hard we try, we can never go back.
Despite all that fear of this upcoming chapter, optimistic we remain as we welcome it with laughter. This day, it is ours. We've had no time to falter. If this story had to end, we'd make it a happily ever after.
Moving forward doesn't mean forgetting the past. We are Ednasians, forever will be. Stored in our hearts, created moments will last. And once we recall the bygones, our spirits will be dancing with glee.
Our bond shall stay strong, even as we say goodbye. Our memories become unforgettable, that we can tell. We look forward to the future with our heads up high. Ednasians we are, ever to excel.
Huwag kang mabahala, ikaw ay mahalaga. Hindi kita pababayaan. Hindi tayo naiiba at sana'y paniwala ang napipiliin kaaraw-araw. At alam ko ang aking kaya, alam ko ang hindi, alam ko ang kailangan upang makapagsilbi. Hanggat may kabutihan, hanggat may pag-ibig, liwanag ang mananaig.
Our school principal of Ednas School Dagupan, Mr. Florante M. Miranda, and our school principal of Ednas School Alaminos, Dr. Christine Shello F. Berganza, will now present the candidates for graduation. After which, Dr. Edna Torrio Gonzalez, our school director, will give her acceptance and confirmation.
Dr. Edna Torrio Gonzalez, we have the honor of presenting these 18 students, 7 boys and 11 girls, who have satisfied all the requirements prescribed by the Department of Education of the Republic of the Philippines for the completion of the 2-year senior high school curriculum. I, the school principal, and the members of the faculty recommend that to them be awarded the senior high school diploma. I have also the honor to submit this list of the candidates for graduation for proper action and future references.
Dr. Edna Torrio Gonzalez, we have the honor of presenting these 13 students, 8 boys and 5 girls who have satisfied all the requirements prescribed by the Department of Education of the Republic of the Philippines for the completion of the 2-year senior high school curriculum. I, the school principal, and the members of the faculty recommend that to them be awarded the senior high school diploma. I also have the honor to submit this list of the candidates for graduation for proper action and future references.
By virtue of the power vested in me by the Department of Education of the Republic of the Philippines, and through the recommendation of the principal and the members of the faculty of the Senior High School Department, do hereby declare you graduates and grant you this diploma with all the rights thereunto appertaining. Congratulations.
We have the honor to present to you the members of the graduating class of Grade 12 Quantum Theory of Ednas School Dagupan, school year 2021-2022. Business, Entrepreneurship, Accountancy and Arts, and Management. Glyza Sharina Cayabyab E. Biala, daughter of retired Brigadier General Policarpio C. Cayabyab Jr. and Mrs. Gladys Biala Cayabyab. Glyza Sharina is admitted in Far Eastern University, Mapua University, Assumption College, De La Salle University Manila, De La Salle College of St. Benilde, and National University. Via Maris Nerizon E. Poha, daughter of Mr. Marciano G. Nerizon Jr. and Miss Vanessa June S. Poha. Jillian Wency Tan E. Zulueta, daughter of Mr. William G. Tan and Mrs. Juby Zulueta Tan. John Rafael Salvador E. Ballesteros, son of Mr. Joey B. Salvador and Mrs. Vivian Ballesteros Salvador. John Rafael is admitted in WCC Aeronautical and Technological College. Humanities, Entrepreneurship, Arts, and Social Sciences. Katricia Angelica Abelia E. Rosario, daughter of Engineer Joel C. Abelia and Mrs. Grace Rosario Abelia. Mariel Dacasin E. Sablay, daughter of Engineer Mario H. Dacasin and Mrs. Merlina Sablay Dacasin. Mariel is admitted in St. Louis University. Marie Christian Mendoza E. Ray, daughter of Honorable June Paul A. Mendoza and Mrs. Charisma Ray Mendoza, an alumna of Ednas School Dagupan, batch 1990. Marie Christian is admitted in University of Santo Tomas. Jeff Lexmark Torrio E. Aquino, son of Attorney Butch Cardinal N. Torrio, an alumnus of Edna School Dagupan, batch 1993, and Mrs. Cristina Aquino Torrio. Jeff Lexmark is admitted in St. Louis University. Science, Technology, Engineering and Entrepreneurship, Arts and Mathematics. Jeric de Guzman E. Estrada, son of Mr. Jeffrey Q. de Guzman and Mrs. Glory Lee Estrada de Guzman. Lian Shonda Doria E. Revillosa, daughter of Engineer Samson R. Doria and Mrs. Chona Revillosa Doria. Giannina Garcia E. Munoz, daughter of Mr. Gerald S. Garcia and Mrs. Marian Munoz Garcia. Giannina is admitted in University of the Philippines, Baguio. Hans Luis Lamsen E. Fernandez, son of Mr. Luisito F. Lamsen and Dr. Cherry Fernandez Lamsen. Hans Luis is admitted in St. Louis University and Ateneo de Manila University. Arwen Charlize Madarang E. Merera, daughter of Mr. Hartzel Abner M. Madarang and Mrs. Marie Chris Merera Madarang, alumni of Ednas School Dagupan, batch 1987 and 1986 respectively. Arwen Charlize is admitted in St. Louis University and Far Eastern University. Mark Rafael Mendoza E. Quizon, son of Mr. Roel A. Mendoza and Ms. Giselle Ann B. Quizon. Luis Vincent Oliveros E. Lopez, son of Mr. Oliver P. Oliveros and Mrs. Babilita Lopez Oliveros. Luis Vincent is admitted in St. Louis University and University of the Philippines, Baguio. Hans Riliera E. Chen, son of Mr. Dan C. Riliera and Mrs. Jenny Chen Riliera. Hans is admitted in St. Louis University and De La Salle University, Manila. Rose Riliera E. Lim, daughter of Mr. Johnny C. Riliera and Mrs. Edna Lim Riliera. Rose is admitted in De La Salle University, East China Normal University, Xiamen University, and Zhejiang Normal University. Mariel Angela Tarlit E. Macaranas, daughter of Mr. Ariel B. Tarlit and Mrs. Myra Macaranas Tarlit, an alumna of Ednas School Dagupan, batch 1990. Mariel Angela is admitted in De La Salle University and University of Santo Tomas. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the members of the graduating class of grade 12 Quantum Theory of Ednas School Dagupan, school year 2021-2022. Congratulations!
We have the honor to present to you the members of the graduating class of grade 12 Relativity of Ednas School Alaminos, school year 2021-2022. Business, entrepreneurship, accountancy and arts, and management. Sean Harvin Cabantugan E. Bernas, son of Mr. Harold B. Cabantugan and Mrs. Myrna Bernas Cabantugan. Sean Harvin is admitted in University of Santo Tomas. Vanjo Gatchalian E. Gamboa, son of Mr. Frankelino L. Gatchalian and Mrs. Monalyn Gamboa Gatchalian. Vanjo is admitted in Kingfisher School of Business and Finance. Mark Kendricks Tadifa E. Defrancia, son of Mr. Rodrigo D. Tadifa and Mrs. Jean Defrancia Tadifa. Mark Kendricks is admitted in WCC Aeronautical and Technological College. Humanities, Entrepreneurship, Arts, and Social Sciences. Maria Andrea Sarmiento E. Radoc, daughter of Mr. Giorgio C. Sarmiento and Mrs. Rosemary Radoc Sarmiento. Maria Andrea is admitted in Far Eastern University and St. Louis University. Science, Technology, Engineering and Entrepreneurship, Arts and Mathematics. Kalila Jane Banting E. Reyes, daughter of Engineer Dindo B. Banting Jr. and Mrs. Raquel Reyes Banting. Kalila Jane is admitted in St. Louis University. Jacob Ryan Gabriel E. Gutierrez, son of Mr. and Mrs. L.J. Gabriel and Mrs. Aurora Linda Gutierrez Gabriel. Jacob Ryan is admitted in University of Santo Tomas and Mapua University. Joseph Matthew Garcia y Medina, son of Dr. Joseph German T.C. Garcia and Mrs. Irene Medina Garcia. Joseph Matthew is admitted in Far Eastern University. Hannah Gabriel Latorre y de Ocampo, daughter of Mr. Jimmy E. Latorre and Mrs. Jemabel de Ocampo Latorre. Hannah Gabriel is admitted in De La Salle College of St. Benilde and Enderun Colleges. Victor Gamaliel Natividad y Navarro, son of Mr. Ferdinand T. Natividad and Mrs. Marichu Navarro Natividad. Victor Gamaliel is admitted in St. Louis University. Manuel Theodore Ong E. Humilde, son of Dr. Carlos C. Ong and Dr. Imelda Humilde Ong. Manuel Theodore is admitted in University of Santo Tomas, De La Salle University, and Ateneo de Manila University. Justin Grace Radok E. Aritao, daughter of Mr. Nazario B. Radok II and Mrs. Elizabeth Aritao Radok. Justin Grace is admitted in St. Louis University. Luis Angelo Santos E. Garcia, son of Engineer Raniel R. Santos and Mrs. Rochelle Garcia Santos. Luis Angelo is admitted in University of Santo Tomas and Far Eastern University. Jana Veronica Valdez Irado, daughter of Engineer Jovito A. Valdez and Dr. Jocelyn Radok Valdez. Jana Veronica is admitted in St. Louis University, Far Eastern University, and University of Santo Tomas. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the members of the graduating class of Grade 12 Relativity of Ednas School Alaminos, school year 2021-2022. Congratulations!
Our Director of Curriculum, Supervision, and Innovation, Maria Edna Soledad Gonzalez Blancaflor, will deliver the inspirational message.
In the midst of a divisive and heart-wrenching political campaign and elections, the Ednas Group of Schools carried on its daily classes and activities. Days were filled with synchronous and asynchronous lessons, written and oral exams, project-based learning exhibitions, co- and extracurricular projects, virtual student learning conferences, and many more enriching pursuits. Before we knew it, summer and the rains arrived. And just like the change in season, a change in government is soon to commence. I learned from my mother, Edna Torrio Gonzalez, founder of the Ednas School, that the only permanent thing in this world is change. This change is not a kind of mere substitution of one thing for another, or an act of instance of making or becoming different, or an alteration or modification. It is the kind of change that innovates, converts, and transforms. It is a change of attitude, emotion, or viewpoint. It is that movement and process from one of indifference, disbelief, or antagonism to one of acceptance, faith, or enthusiastic support. It is one that leads to a transformation in character, form, or function. In a deeper sense, it is even one that heals, cleanses, and purifies. The Ednas School has gone through more than 55 years of tremendous change. Dr. Edna Torrio Gonzalez has grown an institution from a small class of 35 to 3 innovative, progressive, and transformative campuses. She poured her heart, sweat, and blood into planting, pruning, and shaping her school. She and the Ednas School have weathered beautiful fair skies and howling storms. There were kind days and more harsh, heartbreaking, even brutal seasons. As Mom would always say, all my life I burned my midnight candle, and the experiences I've gained came with great humility. This is a lesson the current school leadership, faculty, and staff take to heart. The Edna School is Edna's love. It is her rose. Dear graduates and honorees, to be significant in this world, it is how much time and effort one invests in caring for what is important that holds true. In your case, these are your studies, your interests and desires, your hopes and dreams, your friendships and bondings, your loves. It is a time you spent and will spend on things, both material and non-material, interior and exterior, seen and unseen, both revealed and still unrevealed, that will define your growth and transformation, your change. These are the roses of your life. And just like the fox and the little prince who said, it is only with the heart that one can see rightly what is essential is invisible to the eye. Our eyes can be quite remarkable in their ability to recognize things where they should be. However, using only our eyes to keep up with all the happenings around us can be quite overwhelming, just like the events in school, in our family, in our community, and in our country. Only the heart can see clearly, because the eyes can miss what is important, what is essential. Dedicating your life to something makes that something important. Just like the little prince, dedicating his time to his rose makes his rose important, and in turn transforms his life to becoming more significant. And sometimes, if not most times, people forget this. And so the fox continued, but you mustn't forget it. You are responsible for what you have tamed. We are forever responsible for what we have tamed, what we have loved, our roses in life. And so, as our country and nation face new transitions, so does the Ednas group of schools. Despite the pandemic, Ednas was conferred top awards in academics and pre-accreditation. In March of this year, the Ednas School Dagupan received the Math Achievement Award by Scholastic for winning the top award in the 2022 Prime Mathematics Olympiad and was one of the top 5 scorers out of 16 participating schools nationwide. And in May 2022, out of 12 participating finalists from all over the country, the Edna School Dagupan was one of the 3 outstanding Bawat Paaralan Edukampiyon BPE Pioneer Awardees, while the Edna School Alaminos was one of the finalists. The BPE Continuum is a whole school approach to ensure that every child in each school is a Filipino whole learner, healthy, safe, engaged, supported, challenged, and values-oriented. It aims to cultivate a whole Filipino of this nation and of the world. Our duty and responsibility remain steadfast. and with courage and faith, continue to thrive in the process and journey of change and transformation. Like life and love, a rose can overcome difficulty and eventually find inner harmony, union, and true joy. Its growth and bloom change depending on the way it is planted, grafted, and pruned. And from one season to another, a rose's color may change too, from a blushing to a rainbow into a sunny knockout rose. And so will the Ednas Group of Schools remain as a rose of Edna, and all of its pupils, students, and alumni, all of you are Edna's roses. The Edna School will forever be responsible for what it has loved. With this, my prayer for you is that you seek and find God, love and serve Him in all things. Be that rose He created. Be roses for each other. Only then will the heart of Edna live on.
Huwag kang mabahala, ikaw ay mahalaga, hindi kita pababayaan. Haan ka nga sa balid ay to'y kumatipat-pat siyam nga sikati pili inaldaw. Igalaman ko akang kaya, alaman ko ang hindi, nalaman ko ang kaministiran para makasirbi. Maintras mi kaayatan, maintras mi gagma, sanag ang magadaag. At hindi ko may papangako ang kulay rosas na mundo para sa'yo, at hindi ko may ilawan ang lahat ng anino. Pero sisikapin ko at hindi ako magpapahinga hanggat hindi mo pa magawang muling ipagmalaki na ika'y isang Pilipino. Ayaw kahagin adun kay kauban sa pakigbisog, magkuyog ta upukaw sa nasud. Balu kaying agyuko, balu kaying ali, balu kaying mirapat parami kapagsilbi, hanggang ating mayap, hanggang ating pamaglugod, sa lalaging manyambut. At hindi ko may papangako ang kulay rosas na mundo para sa'yo, at hindi ko may ilawan ang lahat ng anino. Pero sisikapin ko at hindi ako magpapahinga hanggat hindi mo pa magawang muling ipagmalaki na ika'y isang Pilipino. So puso miya'y labay na pag Pilipinon makpal tanon alagay lamet. Pilipinon maksilso panagtalindag, antam so dugatan antoy twa. samahan mo ako. At hindi ko may papangako ang kulay rosas na mundo para sa'yo, at hindi ko may ilawan ang lahat ng anino. Pero sisikapin ko at hindi ako magpapahinga hanggat hindi mo pa magawang muling ipagmalaki na ika'y isang matatag at matapang at mabuti at mapagmahal na Pilipino. Pilipino, Pilipino.
The pandemic proved no hindrance for Ednas School in clinching the top spot as one of the 3 winning schools in the recently concluded Bawat Paaralan Edukampiyon BPE Continuum Congress 2022, which was virtually hosted by the Rex Edukampiyon team and held last May 20, 2022. To further elaborate about the Bawat Paaralan Edukampiyon, let's listen to Derva A. Bernardo, Ednas School Dagupan High School Supervisor.
The Bawat Paaralan Edukampiyon or BPE Continuum is a whole school approach to ensure that every child in every school is a Filipino whole learner, healthy, safe, engaged, supported, challenged, and values-oriented. The BPE Continuum was developed by Rex Education in partnership with Dr. Jerome T. Buenviaje, Dean of the UP College of Education, and Dr. Joel C. Javiñar, also of the UP College of Education. Rex Education Chief Executive Officer Don Timothy Buhain said that it is no longer enough that our children are in school. They should also be healthy and safe. It is no longer enough that they are taught. They should be engaged, supported, and challenged. It is no longer enough that we go about our traditional fair share of work. We need to consciously champion education. At every stage of development, the program was also enriched and reviewed by an esteemed panel of educators, Dr. Dina Ocampo of the UP College of Education, Rita Atienza of the Ateneo Science and Arts of Learning and Teaching or SALT Institute, Dr. Filomena Dayagbil of the Cebu Normal University, and Dr. Edison Fermin of the National Teachers College. The BPE Continuum main document is a matrix of benchmarks along with 7 domains: school culture and climate, leadership and responsibility, curriculum and assessment, teaching and learning, learning environment, professional development, and school and family and community. These domains correspond to the areas of improvement identified by the Department of Education. It ensures that every school is committed to the task of molding students in a good learning environment, promoting learner-centered education, and upholding the global standards required in the 21st century. While the BPE is not an accreditation system, it prepares and equips a school for any type of accreditation. Also, according to Sir Buhain, BPE is not about sanctions and rewards like other accreditation. What should drive a school to implement the BPE is the desire to improve itself and to maximize its capacities for the benefit of its students. It is with pride and honor to present to you the audio-visual presentations of Ednas School Dagupan's journey as BPE Outstanding Pioneer Awardee 2022, and Ednas School Alaminos as one of the 12 finalists.
Ednas School Dagupan's Reach and Grit program fortifies its curriculum, assessment, and instruction to meet the demands of online distance learning. One of the most impactful ways to verify if our school policies and programs are aligned with the whole child tenets is by joining the Bawat Paaralan Edukampiyon Continuum. It is the core principle, which is learner-centeredness, that prompted us to join and be a part of its advocacy. We came up with the 6 facets because we feel the need to reassess and calibrate our existing programs and policies. The internal stakeholders are the seasoned teachers, while external stakeholders are those who are committed to undertake the journey. A virtual orientation on the BPE Continuum Implementation Kit, which contains the individual commitment form, was planned and presented, followed by a series of virtual sessions to accomplish the Bawat Paaralan Edukampiyon timetable and school assessment tool for improvement, or SAT. Each facet formed a chat room for communication. We utilized the BPE SATI to conduct an actual assessment to complete the school evaluation. Based on the 7 components and indicators, each team deliberately and critically rates the given facet. To ensure the accuracy of each player's rating, each indicator provides documents that validate our assessment, whether it's directly relevant to the learner or at the school level. The results of the BPE SATI show that we should focus on the healthy facet in this time of pandemic to achieve the goal of championing each child. The scoring was tedious as more evidence should be gathered. Meetings are also occasionally postponed due to low participation. All 6 assessment teams have been merged into one action group and designed an intervention that addressed the objectives, time-bound for testing, economical, and sustainable. We decided to amplify and restructure the homeroom program in collaboration with the guidance program.
Hi, I'm Dawn. In our homeroom class, we are taught how to strengthen our values, how to be kind and respectful, and maintain a healthy body image by washing your hands thoroughly, taking vitamins daily, and eating healthy foods, especially in this time of pandemic.
It incorporates mental health education to support the well-being of our learners. The homeroom program follows a thematic approach, such as digital citizenship, social-emotional learning, and gamified activities. Other interventions are incorporated in co-curricular activities, such as attending webinars on topical subjects for our students, instructors, and staff, spearheaded by the agencies our school is affiliated. The conduct of recollections, pep weeks, pamaskong handog, and club meetings is intensified to edify their physical, mental, and spiritual aspects, social and moral obligations. The sports club initiated e-games for health break to our learners. Moreover, to keep our community abreast of the school's events, we continue the publication of our e-paper, The Breakthrough and The Torch. Roadblocks along the way are inevitable in ODL modality. Time management, negotiation, flexibility, and teamwork helped us to make it through. The reflections, feedbacks, and the result of our learners' academic performances indicated that the intervention really worked. We were able to deliver our best practices and revive the organization of clubs' values such as negotiation, empathy, leadership, and other soft skills were highlighted. Joining the BPEC implementation is not a race to accomplish. It is a journey to take. We were able to take a step back and think on how we practice self-care and mindfulness. The BPE SI tool, PAYAC SSIP tool are both designed for the school's improvement and the learners. The 7 components of the BPE SI tool covers the holistic development of a child. BPACT has helped our school acknowledge its strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Teachers must attend professional conferences and continue to learn about children and teaching. The central figure of BPE Continuum. We should never cease to challenge our learners to develop their maximum potential, which is possible through BPEC. Finally, to quote Dennis Waitley, The greatest achievements are those that benefit others. Thank you, and to God be all the glory.
Ednas School Alaminos is one of the pioneers of the Rex Bawat Paaralan Edu Kampiyon. As part of it, Rex Bookstore Incorporated invites our school to produce audiovisual documentation of its experience in implementing the Bawat Paaralan Edu Kampiyon Continuum. Moreover, completing the profile teams per facet is a challenge. It took us roughly, more or less, a month to complete it together with the form collection. Ednas School Alaminos shares the same vision as BPE, which is to ensure the holistic development of every Filipino learner. To uphold this vision into reality, we went through BPE orientation, whereas different terms and implementation processes were discussed. We came up with a timetable based on the presentation of Dr. Jerome Buenviaje and Dr. Joel Javinior. The logistics team initiated a meeting regarding the explanation of SATI forms on how to be accomplished and to be answered by the stakeholders. We had a month to fill in the said form. And to address the questions regarding the SATI forms, a breakout session per facet was held.
We use the BPE School Assessment Tool for Improvement to evaluate the practices we've been integrating and identify the areas we need to improve and focus on. Based on the consolidated SATI results, we considered focusing on the lowest component core in Tier 1.
Based on the SATI results, we conceptualized trans-faceted programs. For the supported facet, we conducted a virtual leadership training to educate the students on the importance of being a leader during the pandemic and how to be a great example for the whole community. Healthy Facet aims to look for the best practices that will help the learners to grow physically, mentally, socially, and spiritually healthy. With this, Ednas School Alaminos partakes in the Teen Bulleted program, a program initiated by the Philippine Medical Association. This aims to educate the young about health-related issues through having virtual sessions. Adapted from the SATI, we also collected data to check on the effectiveness of our programs or projects per facet.
We actually needed to plan carefully and make sure that everything needed for the program are all prepared properly. The Teen Bulleted program definitely taught me several ways on how I could take care of myself, which I can later on use in certain situations that may occur in the future.
The BPE Continuum improved the interactions and offered collaborative learning experiences to our stakeholders, putting our contexts in a more practical sense, translating our pre-pandemic practices into online instructions, enhancing sensory experiences, and providing hybrid learning modalities that we didn't offer before. We also have opportunities to pinpoint specific program facets that need more focus and provide an avenue for the right intervention. Equipped with the transfaceted BPE Continuum, we can now have a shot to a better normal.
BPE determined the areas, practices, projects, and activities that we need to maintain and improve. This program gave us a chance to look back and evaluate on the things we do in order to assess them.
BPE has been an integral part when it comes to cultivating the skills of not only the students but also the teacher. The challenge facet aims to help the students be engaged and be immersed when it comes to learning about having their own initiative and self-direction.
The BPE initiative allowed Ednas School Alaminos to see things in a new light. Because we strive for excellence, we are able to look more deeply at the implications of what we are doing and seek to enhance them to better serve the needs of our Ednasian community. We would like to thank Rex Education for allowing Ednas School Alaminos to participate in this worthwhile experience. Rest assured that we will continue to unlearn and relearn things for the foreseeable future.
proceed to the conferral of medals and certificates to the honor students and recipients of the Scholastic Student Achievement Award, Cipriano C. Torrios Senior Leadership Award, and Sir Rogelio Gonzalez Literary Award of the graduating class of the Ednas School. At this time of pandemic, the Ednas group of schools has adopted a no-ranking grading system. For graduating students, honors must attain a grade of not lower than A or 93 in any subject of any academic strand, with a conduct grade not lower than B+, and must observe in all quarters. The following awards will be given to graduating students only if the student has a final average of 98.000 to 100.000 will be awarded with highest honors. Has a final average of 95.000 to 97.999 will be awarded with high honors. Has a final average of 93.000 to 94.999 will be awarded with honors. The Scholastic Prime English Program presents the Student Achievement Awards to students who achieved the Star Reader, highest Lexile score, and highest Lexile growth in reading comprehension.
The conferral of medals and certificates to the honor students and recipients of the Scholastic Student Achievement Award of Class 2022 will be presented by Mr. John Ray H. Sarmiento, Grade 12 Quantum Theory Class Advisor, and Miss Kathrina Ana M. Pulido, Grade 12 Relativity Class Advisor.
We have the honor to present to you the honor students and the recipients of the Scholastic Student Achievement Awards of Grade 12 Quantum Theory of Edna School Dagupan, school year 2021-2022. With highest honors, Scholastic Star Reader Awardee, Scholastic Highest Lexile Score Awardee, Senior Associate Editor of The Breakthrough, the official publication of Edna School Dagupan Junior Senior High School Department. Grade 12 Representatives, Team Da Vinci Club, Gian Nina Garcia E. Munoz, daughter of Mr. Gerald S. Garcia and Mrs. Marian Munoz Garcia. With high honors, Chairman, Central Board of Students, Managing Editor of The Breakthrough, the official publication of Edna School Dagupan Junior Senior High School Department, Grade 12 Representative, Core Guild Prayer Club, Hans Luis Lamson E. Fernandez, son of Mr. Luisito F. Lamson and Dr. Cherry Fernandez Lamson. With high honors, Mark Rafael Mendoza E. Quizon, son of Mr. Roel A. Mendoza and Miss Giselle Ann B. Quizon. With high honors, Grade 12 Representative of Beam Benjamin Franklin Club, Via Maris Nerizon E. Poha, daughter of Mr. Marciano G. Nerizon Jr. and Miss Vanessa June S. Poha. With high honors, Luis Vincent Oliveros E. Lopez, son of Mr. Oliver P. Oliveros and Mrs. Babelita Lopez Oliveros. With high honors, Scholastic Highest Lexile Growth Awardee, Grade 12 Representative, Central Board of Students, Jillian Wency Tan E. Zulweta, daughter of Mr. William G. Tan and Mrs. Juvie Zulweta Tan. With high honors, Editor-in-Chief of The Breakthrough, the official publication of Edna School Dagupan Junior Senior High School Department, Mariel Angela Tarlit E. Macaranas, daughter of Mr. Ariel B. Tarlit and Mrs. Myra Macaranas Tarlit, an alumna of Edna School Dagupan, batch 1990. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the honor students and Scholastic Student Achievement Awardees of the graduating class of Grade 12 Quantum Theory of Ednas School Dagupan, school year 2021-2022. Congratulations!
We have the honor to present to you the honor students and the recipients of Scholastic Student Achievement Awards of Grade 12 Relativity of Edna School Alaminos, school year 2021-2022. With highest honors, Kalila Jane Banting E. Reyes, daughter of Engineer Dindo B. Banting Jr. and Mrs. Raquel Reyes Banting. With highest honors, Scholastic Highest Lexile Score Awardee, Editor-in-Chief of The Blaze, the official publication of Edna School Alaminos Junior Senior High School Department. Jacob Ryan Gabriel E. Gutierrez, son of Mr. Misael J. Gabriel and Mrs. Aurora Linda Gutierrez Gabriel. With highest honors, Vice President, Alpaca Club, Sports Editor of The Blaze, the official publication of Edna School Alaminos Junior Senior High School Department. Joseph Matthew Garcia E. Medina, son of Dr. Joseph German T.C. Garcia and Mrs. Irene Medina Garcia. With highest honors, President, Alpaca Club, News Editor of The Blaze, the official publication of Edna School Alaminos Junior Senior High School Department. Manuel Theodore Ong E. Humilde, son of Dr. Carlos C. Ong and Dr. Imelda Humilde Ong. With highest honors, Chairman, Central Board of Students, Associate Editor of The Blaze, the official publication of Edna School Alaminos Junior Senior High School Department. First placer, Virtual Quiz B Teen Category, 2022 Teen Bulilit Program of Philippine Medical Association. Jana Veronica Valdez Iradoc, daughter of Engineer Jovito A. Valdez and Dr. Jocelyn Radoc Valdez. With high honors, Scholastic Star Reader Awardee, President, Beam, Benjamin Franklin Club, Layout Artist of The Blaze, the official publication of Edna School Alaminos Junior Senior High School Department. Sean Harvin Cabantugan E. Bernas, son of Mr. Harold B. Cabantugan and Mrs. Myrna Bernas Cabantugan. With high honors, Secretary, Beam, Benjamin Franklin Club, Vanjo Gatchalian E. Gamboa, son of Mr. Francolino L. Gatchalian and Mrs. Monalyn Gamboa Gatchalian. With high honors, President, Arts, Picasso Club, Feature Editor of The Blaze, the official publication of Edna School Alaminos Junior Senior High School Department. Hannah Gabriel Latorre E. de Ocampo, daughter of Mr. Jimmy E. Latorre and Mrs. Gemabel de Ocampo Latorre. With high honors, Scholastic Highest Lexile Score Awardee, Photojournalist of The Blaze, the official publication of Edna School Alaminos Junior Senior High School Department. Victor Gamaliel Natividad E. Navarro, son of Mr. Ferdinand T. Natividad and Mrs. Marichu Navarro Natividad. With high honors, Editorial Cartoonist of The Blaze, the official publication of Edna School Alaminos Junior Senior High School Department. Justin Grace Radoc E. Aritao, daughter of Mr. Nazario B. Radoc II and Mrs. Elizabeth Aritao Radoc. With high honors, Layout Artist of The Blaze, the official publication of Ednas School Alaminos Junior Senior High School Department. Luis Angelo Santos E. Garcia, son of Engineer Roniel R. Santos and Mrs. Richelle Garcia Santos. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the honor students and the recipients of the Scholastic Student Achievement Awards of Grade 12 Relativity of Edna School Alaminos, school year 2021-2022. Congratulations!
The Cipriano C. Torrio Senior Leadership Award is awarded to a very special student who follows principles rather than other students' opinions. This student envisions the future and accepts the disappointments but is never discouraged. This student is a leader who is willing to embrace responsive responsibilities for the mistakes and shortcomings of followers and leads by consent, not by opinions. Most importantly, this student is a leader made not by popularity but by the respect and admiration of followers. Cipriano C. Torrio was the late father of our school founder and director, Dr. Edna Torrio Gonzalez. Ladies and gentlemen, the Cipriano C. Torrio Senior Leadership Award recipients are the chairman of Central Board of Students. Edna School Dagupan, Hans Luis Lamsen E. Fernandez, son of Mr. Luisito F. Lamsen and Dr. Cherry Fernandez Lamsen. Edna School Alaminos, Jana Veronica Valdez E. Radoc, daughter of Engineer Jovito A. Valdez and Dr. Jocelyn Radoc Valdez.
The Rogelio G. Gonzalez Literary Award recognizes the human mind's capacity to respond with enthusiasm, creative imagination, and a desire to succeed. This award is presented to the student writer who personifies leadership through creative and prolific work. The following recipients of this award served as a transversal line in the life of student publications of Edna School Dagupan, The Breakthrough, and Edna School Alaminos, The Blaze. Rogelio G. Gonzalez is the late husband of our school director, Dr. Edna Torrio Gonzalez. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's recipients of the Rogelio G. Gonzalez Literary Award are the editors of the school publications. The Breakthrough, Mariel Angela Tarlit E. Macaranas, daughter of Mr. Ariel B. Tarlit and Mrs. Myrna Macaranas Tarlit. The Blaze, Jacob Ryan Gabriel E. Gutierrez, son of Mr. Misael J. Gabriel and Mrs. Aurora Linda Gutierrez Gabriel. Gian Nina Garcia E. Munoz of Edna School Dagupan and Jana Veronica Valdez E. Radoc of Edna School Alaminos will deliver their graduate message.
The graduation day. It is the kind of parade that recognizes us as troops in our own battles. It is this remarkable day that makes us worthy of the badge, the alumni badge, a mark that we are all true Ednasians, true soldiers, brave and honorable, have fought a victorious battle.
But clearly, there is more to come. As we go along our separate ways and walk through different paths that life has prepared for us, we might stumble, be scarred, or be exhausted. It's just inescapable. We will encounter changes, we will explore outside the box that we usually refer to as the comfort zone. The places, the people, and things that as much as possible we wouldn't want to leave. What we all have and cherish today, which we may have to momentarily let go of, as we begin to discover more about who we are and who we want to become in the next days, months, and years to come after this very special day, our high school graduation day.
It might have been impossible for us to walk on stage to receive our hard-earned and hard-fought diplomas. But this, I am certain, we have walked through all the seemingly insurmountable challenges on our way. I barely recall how we got here. It is still overwhelming how we coped with all that's happening outside our doors. But aren't we all on cloud nine at this moment? This is really happening. Batch 2022 is finally graduating, leaving a legacy to the next generations of young, adroit, and talented Ednasians. First off, to our SCBS chairman, our cutie classmate, Hans Luis. We thank you for pushing hard to make the first e-sport competition happen. To Mark and Moriel Angela, we will bring with us 2 theatrical speakers packed with wise words from 2 young wise students in the image of you. To Via and Jillian, your smiles and laughter illuminate the class like a pink sky filled with positivity and good luck. To Glyza and Rose, the first letter of your names tell us the kind of person you both are. G as in generous and R as in responsible. Oh, and to Luis Oliveros, who would have thought that a tallest student in our batch that I refused to stand beside because of the huge height difference is the same tall person that I would want to sit with because of his sensible cuentos and helpful notices that have guided me as a transplant throughout my senior year. To my Hayes friends, Marielle, MC, and Kat, you may not realize it, but you are all a garden of distinctive roses, all that bloom neither concurrently nor in the same season, but when you begin to sprout, you never stop blossoming. To all my other classmates who are as important and deserving of recognition, I have witnessed each of your growth. Lian, Hans Riliera, and Arwen, you all are unpredictable. You can be great speakers someday. You cuties are the embodiment of combined initial shyness, sensibility, and surprise. And of course, to our J3, Jeff, Jarek, and John Raphael, not only are you the jokesmith of the class, but you have also proven to be different and serious students, resourceful, business-minded, and a lifesaver, all in one.
Of course, I too would like to take this chance to acknowledge my dearest classmates, the grade 12 relativity of school year 2021-2022. Ken, Jacob, Vandro, Shan, Manuel, Hannah, Luis, Justin, Joseph, Andrea, Victor, and Kalila. I believe that the bond we have despite having school online for 2 years has grown into something really special. We laughed, we struggled, we burned our midnight candles, and we were there for one another. Tomorrow, we are bound to go and chase our dreams. We are to grow and discover who we want to be. Know that in this journey, you are not alone. Together, we can grow as we go, as life continues to flow.
Over the years, we have seen ourselves grow just as much we've seen the school develop. We esteem our teachers and the administrators for their leniency, patience, and brilliance in devising interventions and projects and preparing lesson plans for the nourishment of their students.
We are aware that in this pandemic, not only us students are struggling. You too are wrestling with the new limitations and challenges that this crisis has to offer. So thank you for being present, even if it's only virtually. Just know that all the learnings and guidance that you showed us wouldn't go to waste. It will be with us along the way, and we will cherish these forever. Now, we would like to take this opportunity to recognize our advisors all throughout high school, most especially our senior high school advisors.
To the kindest and one of the most lenient advisors, we hope to see and hang out with you soon, Miss Escanio. You're one of the reasons your students learn to love mathematics and statistics, and I believe I am one of them. And of course, to our cutie advisor, Mr. Sarmiento. There's no boring conversation when you're the one to talk with. Thank you for always starting the class with a bang. We will surely miss our fun little games during homeroom. May we guess the song of our lives as we start a new journey.
To Mr. Dizon, our grade 11 advisor, we are truly blessed to have you as our advisor for 3 school years. We know in our hearts that there were times when the best option is to leave, yet you chose to keep your promise, to stay with us, and be by our side until this very moment. This moment that marks the end of our high school life. Thank you for staying, for holding on, for reminding us every time that we all have the potential within us to be stellar, and that we are not ordinary, and that we could be who we want to be. And Miss Pulido, our grade 12 advisor, thank you for being patient with us all throughout this school year, for always greeting us with smiles, and for doing your best to support us in everything that we do. We will always appreciate your efforts and help, especially when it comes to our applications for college. We couldn't have done it without you, Miss Pulido. Now, as we chase our dreams, we, your anaks, will always be thankful for the learnings and memories that we shared with you and all of our other teachers. We will always cherish your existence, and we will always stay thankful for being given the chance to meet each and every one of you.
Ednas School, our alma mater, thank you for reminding us that excellence is nothing without a good and wise heart. Aside from this learning, thank you for teaching us to start at the bottom and work our way up.
You helped us to learn skills not only academically, but also skills and lessons which we can carry in life as we continue to grow. Indeed, learning never stops in school. Learning never stops as long as we are breathing. Fellow graduates, Ednas School certainly emphasized the spirit of excellence throughout our stay in this institution. Therefore, remember this. In the future, with all the choices we have to make, with all the responsibilities we have to take, with all the things we have to do, let us always do our best to see to it that we choose excellence, that we do everything to the best of our abilities, and that we will never settle for less. Always stand up for what is best and right. And yet still, there will surely be some instances where we will somehow fail to make the right choices, that we may forget about our responsibilities and do things that we may regret. Let all of these be opportunities to learn, unlearn, and relearn the necessary values that will help us become better versions of ourselves. For in the long run, the ultimate goal is to become a good person for others and for yourself.
Lastly, and more importantly, we owe it to our parents for the love, patience, and support that has nourished and honed us into better humans. Our parents, you deserve as much recognition for staying beside us every step of the way, ensuring that we never lose track or that we bounce back after a fall, and reassuring us that we can reach any height, especially the summit of our dreams. To my mother, I will not forget the itching and burning feeling of your kurots. Most especially to my papa for the reverberating sound of his sermons when I get stubborn. I will treasure the values you've taught me, like humility in a safe chest called my heart. To my godparents, cousins, and close relatives, thank you for always helping me out in times of trouble. I can't wait to give back the favor, even if you never asked for it. To my friends and former classmates, congratulations! I miss our kalokohans and sleepovers/puyatans, and as we separate ways, let us not forget the good times we spent together. And to the center of everything, let us praise God for the gifts we received, the blessings we deserved, the realizations He taught us, and for the undying presence and unconditional love. All of this, we owe it to His glory. And to end this, here's a quote from Publilius Syrus that kept me moving. Would you have a great empire? Rule over yourself. This is a reminder that greater things are achieved if we conquer our fears.
This graduation marks the beginning of something new. Tomorrow may be scary and uncertain, but be courageous and be resilient. After all, the future? Well, it's just another challenge we are to take.
Soar high, my dear batchmates.
Congratulations and good luck on our journey for the next years to come.
The first and loyalty medals are presented to the graduates who studied at Ednas School, Dagupan, San Carlos, and Alaminos, straight from nursery or kinder in preschool up to grade 12 in senior high school.
We have the honor to present to you the recipients of the First in Loyalty Award of Grade 12 Quantum Theory of Ednas School Dagupan, school year 2021-2022. Glyza Sharina Kayabyab E. Biala, daughter of retired Brigadier General Policarpio C. Kayabyab Jr. and Mrs. Gladys Biala Kayabyab. Jeric de Guzman E. Estrada, son of Mr. Jeffrey Q. de Guzman and Mrs. Glory Lee Estrada de Guzman. Gian Nina Garcia E. Munoz, daughter of Mr. Gerald S. Garcia and Mrs. Marian Munoz Garcia. Hans Luis Lamson E. Fernandez, son of Mr. Luisito F. Lamson and Dr. Cherry Fernandez Lamson. Marie Christian Mendoza E. Ray, daughter of Honorable June Paul A. Mendoza and Mrs. Charisma Ray Mendoza, an alumna of Ednas School Dagupan, batch 1990. Jillian Wency Tan E. Zulweta, daughter of Mr. William G. Tan and Mrs. Juvie Zulweta Tan. Jeff Lexmark Torrio E. Aquino, son of Attorney Butch Cardinal N. Torrio, an alumnus of Ednas School Dagupan, batch 1993, and Mrs. Cristina Aquino Torrio. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the recipients of the First in Loyalty Award of the graduating class of Grade 12 Quantum Theory of Ednas School Dagupan, school year 2021-2022. Congratulations!
We have the honor to present to you the recipients of First in Loyalty Award of Grade 12 Relativity of Ednas School Alaminos, school year 2021-2022. Manuel Theodore Ong E. Humilde, son of Dr. Carlos C. Ong and Dr. Imelda Humilde Ong. Luis Angelo Santos E. Garcia, son of Engineer Raniel R. Santos and Mrs. Rochelle Garcia Santos. Mark Kendricks Tadifa E. DeFrancia, son of Mr. Rodrigo D. Tadifa and Mrs. Jean DeFrancia Tadifa. Jana Veronica Valdez E. Radoc, daughter of Engineer Jovito A. Valdez and Dr. Jocelyn Radoc Valdez. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the recipients of the First in Loyalty Award of Grade 12 Relativity of Ednas School Alaminos, School Year 2021-2022. Congratulations!
The second in loyalty medals are presented to the graduates who studied at Ednas School, Dagupan, San Carlos, and Alaminos, straight from prep to grade 12. The grade 12 advisors will present the recipients of the first and second in loyalty medals.
We have the honor to present to you the recipient of the Second in Loyalty Award of Grade 12 Relativity of Ednas School Alaminos, School Year 2021-2022. Hannah Gabriel Latorre de Ocampo, daughter of Mr. Jimmy E. Latorre and Mrs. Gemabel de Ocampo Latorre. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the recipient of the Second in Loyalty Award of Grade 12 Relativity of Ednas School Alaminos, School Year 2021-2022. Congratulations!
Mariel Angela Tarlit E. Macaranas of Edna School Dagupan and Jacob Ryan Gabriel E. Gutierrez of Edna School Alaminos will lead the graduates in their Pledge of Loyalty.
I state your name, Mariel Angela Tarlit E. Macaranas, hereby solemnly pledge to treasure my diploma as a trust for my beloved alma mater, Ednas School.
I will honor it as an obligation for the fruitful service, exalt it with a righteous life, and glorify it by unfaltering devotion.
To serve God, my country, and my fellow man.
Ednas School Dagupan, San Carlos, and Alaminos reaffirm their commitment to deliver quality education to our children as we prepare for more improved and inspiring days ahead towards August, the beginning of the new school year. Enrollment is ongoing as we are offering two options for school year 2022-2023, enrollment on campus and online. For school year 2022-2023, there will be no entrance examinations for new pupils and students. Inquiries regarding essential requirements for admissions can be addressed to Mrs. Janet Soriano, Head of Admissions and Guidance at 075-522-2440 or 0917-478-6912. Regular enrollment begins on Monday, June 6, 2022 onwards. Classes in all levels will start on Monday, August 15, 2022. Parents' orientation and training will be on staggered schedule. For preschool, grades 1, 2, 3, and 4 parents, it will be on the 10th of August 2022. For grades 5, 6, 7, and 8 parents, it will be on the 11th of August 2022. For grades 9, 10, 11, and 12 parents, it will be on the 12th of August 2022.
Considering the guidelines set by the government during this COVID-19 pandemic, Edna's group of schools will adopt limited face-to-face classes with hybrid HiFlex learning modality and to implement enhanced Edna's Reach plus Grit program, remote Edna's education in a collaborative home. This remote program is powered by the force of grit, growth mindset, resilience, innovation, and technology.
School year 2022-2023 will be another challenging yet exciting year for all of us. We believe that the thoughtful expansion of the use of flexible learning modalities, traditionally and through technology, may lay the foundations for a brighter, more relevant, and robust Edna School experience in the years ahead. If we all do our part, support each other, and collaborate, we can facilitate a continuous learning path for our most cherished children during the new normal. The graduates of 2022 would like to express the warmth of their love and heartfelt gratitude to their beloved alma mater with a special video of their graduation songs. The Edna School Hymn, original music and lyrics by Patrick Joyce, and a new arrangement by Pong Mendoza, is set to a video presentation of the Grade 12 Class 2022.
The second song, Love is the Only River, was written by Trinity Rose with her mentor, Ian Sloan. The song was mixed and mastered by six-time Grammy Award-winning engineer Richard Furch, and it was recorded live at the donated facilities of the Musicians Institute. It was performed by Team 1 RHR, One Race, Human Race, a youth organization. The song spreads its message of peace, love, unity, and positivity. This is a pop song with the purpose of breaking down walls, uniting the world, and spreading love. As the lyrics of the song indicate, we are one love, one race. We all come from the same place. We all live in this world together. To echo current events in our country, we come together as one race, one people, a Filipino for each other, a Filipino for the world. The graduation song implies that peace and unity between you and me are all we ever need. Show love and spread love. We are of the same race. We all have the same face. A river that is a runner, tumbling rapidly over the riverbed. It is like a silver ribbon laid across the land, such as love that overflows and sustains life. Life, like love, is the only river. We are all in this together. From here to there, to the class of 2022 wants you to remember that it doesn't matter who we are, because hand in hand, we will go far. Let's get together and show our pride.
the same place. We all live in this world together. It doesn't matter who's right, it doesn't matter who's wrong. If we don't all get along much better,
Show each other more respect, then maybe we could connect and stop taking all these things for granted.
you think that you're all alone, but we all share the same home. Let's join together and save the planet. If you love the world, it'll love you back. No matter who you are, no matter where you're at. If you love the world, it'll love you back. No matter who you are, no matter where you're at. Love is the only river holding the world together. Love is the only river. We're all in this together. We are the ones who can change. We are all one and the same. We are the ones who can turn the tide.
Doesn't matter who we are, 'cause hand in hand we'll go far. Let's get together and show our pride.
And if we all do our part, a new era can start. Never forget that you're not alone.
We're taking the world by storm. We're proud of how we were born. One love is all we need. One love is all we need.
Love is the only river. Love is the only river holding the world together. Holding the world together. Love is the only river. Love is the only river. We're all in this together.
Peace and unity between you and me. It's all I'll ever need. It's all I'll ever need. Peace and unity between you and me. It's all I'll ever need. It's all I'll ever need. Peace and unity between you and me. It's all I'll ever need. It's all I'll ever need.
Show love, spread love, same race. Show love, spread love, same
Love is the only river.
To the class of 2022, although you may have not physically walked across the stage for the graduation ceremony due to the global pandemic, it does not take away the many years of sacrifice, grit, perseverance, defeats, victories, and life lessons you have learned and continue to learn during your school life and life in general. To borrow lines from Leo Tolstoy's War and Peace, shared by Dr. Gonzalez, the most difficult thing, but an essential one, is to love life. To love it even while one suffers. Because life is all, life is God. And to love life means to love God. Remember, Edna School loves you always. You are Ednasians for life.
We also would like to extend our congratulations to all our parents who devotedly played their part as understanding fathers and mothers to their children, for taking responsibility for their material and emotional needs, for giving their undying moral support, and most of all, for providing spiritual guidance towards the realization of their children's dreams. From the Edna School family, please accept our heartfelt gratitude for the best gift you could ever give your children, a wonderful and excellent education.
Be safe and let us always be the living expression of God's love and kindness.